Good afternoon, early evening. This is Hardball Crazy. Come back to the video, sharing a special one card mail day of a T206 card um, of a Hall of Famer. Well, sort of Hall of Famer. He has been honored in Cooperstown, but not quite a Hall of Famer. More on that later. Who is this player? It is Bill Dineen. This great look at T206. I don't know why it's a 1.5. You see by the picture here, his name is Dineen. It's actually spelled Dinneen, at least according to Baseball Reference. And but his name has been spelled both ways, but I think officially is Dineen with two N's. This is my first Sovereign back. This is my fourth different back in the T206. Not really collecting backs, but I recently learned of this player. I saw this card, and it's a gorgeous card, great color. I don't see any major flaws to bring it down to 1.5. I guess there might be some paper loss somewhere. I don't know, but whatever. Probably add this to my collection. But who is Bill Dineen? Well, he's a pitcher, most notably with the Boston Red Sox, but he right here is pictured up with the St. Louis Browns. He did finish up his career with the Browns in 1909, so this is basically his last year of playing days card here, this T206. But his like I said, his fame as a player came with the Red Sox during the first World Series in 1903, first ever World Series, 1903 versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. Bill Dineen won 3 World Series games that year for the victorious Red Sox. He ended up having 420 win seasons as a career as a pitcher. He had like a 170 and 177 career record, below 500, but his ERA is 3.01. And if you go by the ERA plus, it's 107. So over his career, he's slightly better than the average pitcher. Solid career. He did pitch a no-hitter as a Red Sox, and he is part of the Red Sox Hall of Fame. One notable stat, while looking at his baseball stats at Baseball Reference, that in 1904 he started 37 games and he completed all 37 games, which is kind of fathomable. Even any era, quite a unique accomplishment. But in 1909, like I said, his career ended with St. Louis Browns. But 17 days later, after he threw his last pitch as a major league pitcher, so 17 days later, he became a major league umpire. That's where he became the most his accomplishments in baseball became famous for is as an umpire. He was an umpire from 1909 through 1937. During that time, he umpired 8 World Series games. He was a home plate umpire for the first ever All-Star game in 1934. And during that time, as an umpire, he was behind the plate and called balls and strikes for 6 no-hitters as an umpire, thus making him the only person in Major League Baseball history to pitch a no-hitter and be the home plate umpire for another no-hitter. Bill Dineen. He was a few other notable games. He was according to his Wikipedia page that he was a part of. He was during the boycott of the Ty Cobb. He was suspended and there was a boycott with Ty Cobb. He was like an umpire of that game too. And but overall, from 1909 1937, he was a major league umpire. How's he in the Hall of Fame? Well, in 1946, Baseball Hall of Fame decided, this is like the only year they did an honor rolls. They wanted to celebrate non-baseball players, even though there are a few already in the Hall of Fame. So they named like 39 people between umpires, managers, executives, and sports writers, and they put them in the honors roll. Like 9 or so or 7 or 9 actually became actual Hall of Famers. These honors rolls, even though when they were announced, they were not um, officially, even then, it called them Hall of Famers, but they were just honored in Cooperstown as for their lifetime achievements in baseball. They wanted to honor the non-players. I did send a message to Josh Rowitz, the current president of the Hall of Fame, on social media and asked him, is it still recognized as remembered at? And he said, yeah, it's part of baseball history, even though it's not a display currently about the honors rolls in 1946, but it is part of baseball history and it is recognized. So sort of Hall of Famer, but not a Hall of Famer. Somebody significant in baseball history, Mr. Bill Dineen. Oh, one other thing about Bill Dineen that in the pop culture category, if you know your bands from the of recent years, Dropkick Murphys, you know the song Tessie, their version of Tessie, Bill Dineen is mentioned in the lyrics. Stahl, Dineen, and Young. Chick Stahl, Bill Dineen, and Cy Young. I'm not going to go with the history of the song about Tessie and the Red Sox, how it became the rallying cry, and the Royal Rooters and all that, but maybe another video I will. But maybe I'll pick up a Chick Stahl. I don't have a Cy Young either, but he's a little pricey. Maybe I'll talk about Tessie. But there you have it. It's the career of Bill Dineen, a kind of T206 Hall of Famer, but still a legend in his own right. The only player, only person to throw a no-hitter and umpire, call balls and strikes no-hitter, and he was a World Series hero with the Red Sox also. There you have it. A great mail day. You all have a good night, and thank you for watching.